What's going on, guys? Flying DBZ here, and they're back for another Pokemon Masters video, and it is character concept time. We are going to be looking at some character concepts that you guys have made, and I really do enjoy making these kind of videos because it's a lot of fun looking at how creative you guys are when it comes to creating all these sync pairs. But we're gonna be taking a look at some of these sync pairs, and shout out to Godot, Diego Almado. Or Almando, however you say it. I'm sorry if I butchered it. But shout out to him for creating these because he also has pictures for them as well. So let's take a look at the first one. So the first one is Primal Groudon. Actually, let's take a look at the first one because Primal is like his second form. So let's take a look at the Maxi and Groudon. So Groudon is a ground type striker. His weakness is water, and his reversion. So his HP is 507, his physical attack is 362, physical defense 155, special attack 96, and this special attack is low because you're not really gonna need it. So, and then his special defense is 118, and his speed is 139. So he's definitely a very slow Pokemon. And Groudon in the main series games isn't really a fast Pokemon either. But let's take a look at his other stuff now. So his moves, one is Solar Blade. Same as Solar Beam, just physical, and it's a 2-bar move. And then he has X Attack, and it's 2 MP. 3, he has Precipice Blades, and that's basically like in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, his new move. And it's a 158 base power, and it's a ground type move, 4-bar move. AoE, so that's very good. And the accuracy is 85, so yeah, that's a low accuracy, and since he's a legendary Pokemon, he's most likely gonna be a legendary event Pokemon, so he's not gonna have a grid to help with the accuracy. But not with all these sync pairs now, like with the Lily and other sync pairs that are coming, they're gonna have accuracy up for everyone. So basically, Groudon paired with the Lily is gonna help with the accuracy, so it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And then you have Team Magma's Vision. Sharply raises the accuracy. Okay, well, there we go. That fixes it right there. So sharply raises the accuracy and changes the move gauge by 3 in Sun. Okay, that's interesting. Changing the move gauge by 3 when it's in Sun. I like that a lot. If used after reverting, drastically raises the accuracy and charges move gauge by 5 in the Sun. Okay, that I really like that. And it's a 2 MP training move. So that's very good. That's actually very good. So he is self-sufficient, which is great, which is very, very good. So he raises his attack, and his attack is already pretty high. Not the highest, of course, but it is decently high. And then he raises his move gauge by 5 in the Sun, but if it's not in the Sun, then it goes by 3. So it's not bad. Groudon is actually not bad. So let's take a look at his passive now. Sun Up, so Sun is harsh sun when Pokemon enters the battle. So basically, like in the main series games too, when he enters the battle, the sun comes up, and I don't know if this is going to be like a permanent thing, like when Groudon is in there. Maybe when he's in primal form. We'll take a look at that after this. And then 2, he has Speeding Sun 5, which is great, so it's going to work very well with his Sun passive. And then he has 3 Solarized, so not bad in his base form, not bad at all. So now let's take a look at his primal form. So in his primal form, he has 435 physical attack. That's very, very good. His defense gets a little bit of an increase. Does it? Yeah, so everything gets increased when he's in primal form. Alright, cool. And then his special attack doesn't really matter. His special defense 148. And then his speed gets a little bit better, but not much better. But it's still low. But it's at 168, so not bad. And then his passive, Sun Up, Desperate Heat, or turns into Desperate Heat. Sun lasts 3 turns longer. Water type moves do half damage now. So like basically, if you were to do Hydro Pump and it did 100 damage, that would turn into 50 damage, which is actually huge. And weather cannot be changed. So if you have Groudon in the game and you have someone else like Pelipper, for example, that has Rain Dance, you cannot use Rain Dance because with him being in primal form, you cannot change the weather until it goes away, and it lasts 3 turns longer. So that's pretty big. And then Speeding Sun 5 turns into Charging Sun 4, And then he has Solarize, which that didn't change. And then his moves, X attack turns into Heat Crash. And then it's a 3-bar move, Fire type, and it's a 108 base power. And then it's a single hit, or a single target move. And the accuracy is 85. So basically, before you use your sync move, because I would imagine that when you sync moves, he would go into primal form. So you want to use X attack before you sync move. But let's take a look at now. So sync move, Desolate Land, pre-supplies Blade, 150 base power, physical, and it's a single target move. Becomes Primal Groudon till the end of battle. So yeah, basically when you sync move, he turns into Primal Groudon. So pretty cool. I really do like this concept. And I do expect Pokemon Masters to have like Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre in the game eventually. When they do come, I would expect to have an upgrade to Zinnia and Rayquaza where they could also Mega Evolve, because if Groudon and Kyogre come into the game and they could and they could go into their primal forms, I'm definitely expecting Rayquaza to have his Mega Evolution too, which would basically give a huge buff to Zinnia and Rayquaza. So, and they kind of desperately need that buff because right now they're just mediocre to almost bad. So, but yeah, I really do like this this concept. Very nice. So I'm definitely pretty happy with this. So shout out to Godot Diego Almando. But he also has another one, which is Lysandre and Yveltal. I don't even know how to say that. I'm just gonna call it Yveltal or Yveltal. And he's a 5-star flying type striker, weak to ice. Moves, he has Oblivion Wing, special attack, flying type move. 3-bar, and it's a 102 base power. Heals the user by 35% of the damage dealt, so that's actually really good. That's actually really good, because if you do like 3,000 damage on his move, you're gonna heal 35% of that, which is huge. So you could almost get the full health with that if you do a lot of damage. And then he has Dire Hit Plus, and then he has Dark Pulse, which is actually really good too. So then that's gonna make him a flying and dark type user in Pokemon Masters if he were to come, which is actually nice. We do need more dark type users into the game. And 4, he has The World is Imperfect, and it increases your special attack by 6 and speed, and he takes 60% recoil after you use this. So I mean, that sort of doesn't really matter, because after you use that, you could just use Oblivion Wing, and you could heal 35% of the damage. So like, it's really not an issue. So he is self-sufficient, and he could heal himself every time you use an Oblivion Wing. So it's not bad at all. So I really do like that a lot. Oh damn, that HP though. Okay, let's look at his stats now. So his HP is 351, which is extremely low. His physical attack is 124, physical defense 182, special attack 372, which is actually pretty good. Special defense 168, sorry, and speed is 251. So he is a mediocre speed type. So like, he's fairly fast. And then his passive is Safety Cocoon. The Pokemon's defense stat doubles while in Cocoon form. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we'll find out more later. 2, Dark Strike powers up Dark type moves by 30%. So then basically Dark Pulse is going to be very, very strong. And then he has Stat Leech 3. So now his sync move, Ultimate Weapon Oblivion, 250 or 200 base power. User's rate. Oh man, that's a lot of talking. So user releases all his life energy and turns into a cocoon for a while. No action can be taken while in this form. Any Pokemon that takes action during this Pokemon is in this form loses 50% of its max HP, and user is restored by that amount. Okay, that's actually interesting. That's actually very, very interesting. So you use The World is Imperfect, you raise all that stuff, and basically after you use that, then you could go and use your sync move, and then every time you get hit, the enemy loses 50%. Any Pokemon that takes action during this Pokemon is in... Okay, so basically anytime the Pokemon or Yveltal is in the cocoon form, would that mean that even your benched Pokemon or side Pokemon like your support or whatever. So like if they were to attack while you're in Cocoon, are they gonna lose HP as well? So that's interesting. And then he restores HP by the amount that they lose. So that's actually interesting. I really do like that. That's very, very interesting. I really do like this. Yveltal is one of my favorite flying types as well. So like very, very cool. And Lysandre is is a cool guy too. I mean, I wouldn't want to be friends with him, but he's cool. He's cool though. But I do like this sync pair a lot, and the moveset is very, very interesting. But honestly, I really, really like the Primal Groudon. After seeing this, oh man, Dina, please just add in Primal Groudon. Add in Primal Groudon, add in Primal Kyogre. Even if they're summonable, even though most legendary or all legendary Pokemon are legendary event, like they could do exceptions to where, like, because of course at the end of the day it's a gacha game, so they're gonna want to make profit and money. So of course, like maybe in the future we might have some legendary Pokemon that are gonna be summonable. But they're gonna have to be like big time legendary Pokemon. So like I don't know. I mean, Rayquaza is definitely a big time legendary as well, but he is a legendary event Pokemon. So I don't know. Maybe they might just stick to the route of keeping all legendary Pokemon legendary event. But we'll have to see in the future. But honestly, even if Groudon is a legendary event Pokemon, he is still going to be very good regardless. Because then if they were to give him Primal Form as well, and Kyogre Primal Form 2 when they come to Pokemon Masters, then we know that Rayquaza is definitely going to get his Mega Evolution 2, which is going to give him a nice buff. And he kind of needs this. So, but we're only going to do these two for now, or in this video, just because like I don't want the video to be extremely long. So, but these two are very, very good. Honestly, like I can definitely see. I don't know. They kind of seem a little bit overpowered too for what they do. I mean, the drawback with Yveltal is he does lose like 60% HP when you use his trainer move, but then his Oblivion Wing restores 35% damage or restores 35% health when you use that, and you could do a lot of damage. So 35%, it will go a long way, and considering he has very low health, the amount of damage that you're going to do and the health that you're going to be getting back, you're going to be basically back at full health every time. So this guy won't die. He won't die unless you really get hit by a strong move, but because his defense isn't that great. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think, which one you like the best out of these two. Personally, I like Groudon, but Lysandre and Yveltal, they are very, very interesting too. But let me know what you guys think. I personally prefer the Primal Groudon just because I love Primal Groudon and his signature move in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and him being in AoE. I'm always going to lean towards the AoE types in Pokemon Masters all the time, guaranteed. That's always what I'm going to do. But let me know what you guys think. I really, really like this. Again, shout out to Diego for creating these concepts with the pictures and everything to make it much more simplified. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.